welcome to a review I'll be doing on CyberpowerPC, a company which assembles pre-built and sells pre-built computers, mostly gaming computers, I guess, and that's what I bought from them. Please ignore the seems to be a high-pitched squeal when I'm recording. I don't know if that's my mic or what, but you'll have to bear with that. So first of all, I was in the market for a gaming computer. Previously I've owned a few laptops that I've used for schoolwork and such, but never gotten into PC gaming, and I figured now is as good a time as any. So I looked around and I found that the best deal, the place where I could get the for the lowest price, get the most out of it, would be pre-built, and Cyberpower PC seemed to be the best choice. Before I bought the computer, I went and Googled Cyberpower PC, seen what other people thought, and there was a lot of negative reviews towards Cyberpower. A lot of people didn't like what they got, or how they were handled, treated, customer service, etc., etc. Most of these reviews and feedback and stuff are kind of outdated now. They're from what I sense would be Cyberpower's kind of starting years, but so I'd just like to make this review because it's going to be very positive. I had a very good experience with them. I'm not saying that every order is going to work out as great as mine did, but I just want to show what happened to me so that anyone watching this who buys from Cyberpower will know what to expect. Yeah, and hopefully it'll help you make your decision. So I ordered my computer on July the 2nd, and it shipped out July 12th. So that's 10 days that they took them from the moment I ordered to processing the order to building the machine, shipping it out the door. Now that includes weekends and stuff, so I'm not sure how many business days that actually was. And also there was one day they emailed me and said that the graphics card I wanted was on back order. They didn't have it in stock, and that they would hopefully have it by the next day, and then they would start production up again. So I guess you could cut that in half, 9 days minus weekends. So all in all, I think it was very quick, and that's always a good thing, right? It took about 2 to 3 weeks to ship it. I'm not sure the exact time. I know that it was from the time I ordered it to the time it arrived at my door was about 1 month, but that's because I live very, very far away from California, in Canada on the East Coast, so it's kind of the opposite side of the continent. That's why it took so long. That's not Cyberpower's fault that I live over where I do. One thing though, if you're purchasing from Canada, do expect duty charges. Cyberpower mentioned numerous times in emails and such that there may be duty charges, taxes and stuff that will apply because I live in a different country and they're not responsible for that. That's extra I'm going to have to pay. I kind of ignored that, never thought about it. But then when it came to my door, the UPS guy said, you know, this is cash on delivery, you need to give me $283. And I was like, what? What? Okay. But it was about $100 for duty just to get it across the border, and the rest was the 13% HST tax that, well, you have to pay for basically anything you buy in this country. And Cyberpower never charged me any tax at all, so that was I should have expected that. But that's just a heads up. If you're buying from Canada, kind of factor that into your budget. I didn't, so I kind of went over budget, but there's that. Now, when I got the actual machine, when I had ordered it, I ordered the professional wiring. There was 3 things that kind of seemed like a bit of a money grab. There was the professional wiring for like $20, and it was high grade thermal paste or something, and the other one was some kind of safe packaging thing. And I went with the expert wiring just because I figured for the extra $20, if it's going to make it look any better without wires everywhere, that's what I wanted, because the case I went with has a see-through side panel, and I wanted everything to look really good. And I did go with the safe packaging or whatever, where they kind of put like a bag of packing peanuts or something in the actual case to protect all the components from them shaking all around and whatever. So I did go with that, and when I got my computer, like as you've seen, I'm hopefully going to be showing in the video, showing what it looks like now all booted up, and maybe some of the unboxing. You'll be able to see that bag of packing peanuts or whatever I was talking about. But when I opened up the machine, started it up, everything worked great. My first problem, I had a few problems with it. That was my fault because I'm kind of dumb. I couldn't get my monitor to hook up right, but heads up, you're supposed to plug the monitor into the slot in the graphics card, not into the slot in the motherboard. I didn't know that, so it took me forever to get the monitor hooked up. But all in all, everything worked great. There was one slight problem with one of the fans. Didn't work, and I just fiddled with the wire and it started working again, so I'm not sure what that was all about. I've since purchased another fan that's with blue LEDs, and it works fine. That was one of my major things, was getting everything with blue LEDs, just because I wanted it to look amazing. And another thing that it's not Cyberpower's fault so much, but two of the fans I ordered blue LEDs, and when I started up they had red LEDs, and that kind of threw me for a loop. It took me about 2 or 3 weeks to figure out that they had both blue and red LEDs in it, and there was a little switch on the fan that you could press, but when I pressed the switch it would either turn to the red LEDs or it would turn the fan off, and I couldn't get the blue LEDs to work. And it turns out that the blue LEDs only turn on when the fans are at a certain speed, which is kind of a weird design. It's the fan's fault, not Cyberpower's fan. They're Enermax fans. But what I had to do was go into the motherboard, some kind of motherboard program where I could program the fans to have certain speeds, so I had to turn them up to, I think it was about 80 RPM, and then the blue lights would suddenly come on. So that was kind of weird, but I've got that working, and as you can see, everything's really nice and blue. And then there's this neon light tube I purchased. When it came, it was stuck to the bottom of the machine by the power supply unit, and with the way the side panel, the see-through part of the side panel is only on the top, so you couldn't really see it. So I just Cyberpower had it hooked up by Velcro, which was great. So I just ripped it off the Velcro and then peeled the Velcro off, stuck it to the back of the side by the motherboard, and stuck it there, and it looks a lot better now, I think. For the case itself, I went with the Thermaltake Chaser MK1 Mark 1, what have you, and it's an amazing case. It's huge, and I love how it's huge. It's got the see-through side panel that looks great. It comes with two 200mm fans that have 3 different colors, and the case itself has a button where you can change the speed of those fans, high and low, and you can change the color of those fans and different designs. I just keep mine on blue because the case itself has a few blue stripes and little blue parts on it, so I think it matches very well. And it's got on the side panel there's a thing where I can hang my headset, which is really great. And all in all, I really love this case. It really matches with the blue everything, and that's the most important thing about a computer, is having it look good and having it glow blue, I think. So I thank you for watching, and I hope this was a useful review.